Hello everybody, my name is Aaron. This summer I took part in a mission called the Los Angeles Urban Project with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship at Cal State Long Beach. A couple facts in Los Angeles first. 40% of the homeless are women and children. 1 in 6 residents live below the poverty line, and there are estimates of 150,000 gang members around. This right here is a picture of the financial district of Los Angeles, economic center of the Pacific and the world. Home to many banks, monuments, entertainment, restaurants, theaters, hotels. I like to call it the Wall Street of the West. But it's only 7 blocks from the most dangerous and despairing sites of urban poverty in America, Skid Row. This place contains at some point up to 10,000 homeless people. Every day they ask questions of where they would get their next meal, where would they sleep that night, where would they get shelter from the rain, treatment for their problems, things like that. Many have resorted to begging, sleeping on the streets. A lot of questions that I asked before going into the mission trip were, how can one of the poorest places in America be so close to one of the richest places in America as well? Doesn't anybody see them? Does God even see them? So I took part in the Los Angeles Urban Project. It was run by InterVarsity, and the aims of the program, of the internship, was where students would be exposed to the inner city of the poor of Los Angeles and learn about God's heart towards the poor. The ways they did this was they gave us $5 a day for food. They took away all our technology as well, so we had no cell phone, no internet. It was very interesting. And they also taught us through scripture about the poor and where God was in the midst of all the injustices that we saw. Here was a house that we stayed at. Here's a view from the porch. The neighborhood that we lived in was right next to USC. It had 3 halfway houses on there and many rehabilitation houses as well. A lot of the children that lived there were from broken families and were exposed to gangs, violence, and drugs. The owner of the house turned the house into the front porch and the garden area into like a learning and tutoring center. So we taught them reading, writing, gardening. Here's a picture of Leo and Jerry after they did gardening. They don't look very happy, but that's because they put them to work. And but the porch turned into like over time, the porch turned into an environment where they were safe, and we taught them rules as well. Because we wanted them to learn manners as well. Some of them were like, don't go in the house, because there's violations of laws and stuff, and respect one another, because we wanted to teach them things that their parents weren't able to because they had multiple jobs. Here are several other students that went to the park with them. The one in the middle is named Layla, and she was an interesting one. We would pick up